Hello everybody, this is my in-depth review on the Nautilus V2. Squid Industries, we have a lot of issues with this. And a lot of good. A lot of good and a fair amount of bad, which I wasn't expecting from a $250 knife, right? I'm gonna start off with the good. This thing flips amazingly. I haven't flipped anything that felt as good as this. But the weight is something people would need to take into consideration when buying this product. It's an extremely light balisong. It is 3.6 grams. Yeah, 3.6 grams. But personally, I love the feel. The G10 takes a while to get used to. It's pretty grippy, unless you have like really dry hands, then it's kind of slippery. The jimping is good, but there's also some bad about it. I'm gonna explain more about that later. But it's really nice. $250, give or take. The base model's like $200 if you get a blemished model. So let's get into the bad. I just mentioned jimping, but the jimping doesn't go all the way into the G10, which I wish it did. There's some Nautilus clones that have done that. I know Balisong Flipping, the channel, has talked about that in the past. But yeah, I wish they could just do a little bit more. Would give you so much more grip on ladders. And like, I'm not great with ladders, especially not on this knife, but the weight does help it, so you don't need as much jimping as you would on a heavy metal knife, or all metal, you know. But another bad thing is when I got this knife, it came with tap. I didn't record it, but it had tap, and it doesn't go away easy. After one drop on concrete, it developed even more tap, so I ended up stripping a screw accidentally. That was my bad, that wasn't Squid's fault. But another thing it came with was out of the box. It was brand new, and I noticed this as soon as I took it out because I wanted to check the tolerances. It came with blade rub on both handles. Yeah. It was not fun. I flipped it and I was like, what's that scratching sound? It was, blade rub on this end. It's hard to see, but it's noticeable. It's not as bad on that blade, but it's pretty noticeable. Focus. It's pretty noticeable like that. I'm not like holding it on that edge. This is just where it lands. There is blade rub, so that's not fun. It came with that out of the box. The thread lock wasn't good at all. Their factory tune didn't do nothing. But another con about this is I wish they smoothed down the blade on the bite edge. It's just scratchy, you know. It's not great. It doesn't feel premium like how this knife should feel. For $250, I expected a lot more from Squid Industries. I got this new on the Black Friday. It was on a 25% discount. That's why I bought it. So get a clone. If you want a Nautilus, I don't feel like you should get one directly from Squid Industries. You should get one from a clone company, which is kind of a hot take, but the price to performance isn't the best when it comes to the Nautilus. The durability, the needing to tune it after every single drop. I've dropped it a couple times. You saw it's got a rattle. I don't know if my phone can pick that up or not, but yeah. So if price isn't an issue, by all means, go for it. They look great, they feel great, they flip great, but not as good as an Arctic. I feel like an Arctic is a lot more consistent, flips just as good, I feel. It's a heavier battle song, a different feel for sure. So an Arctic is $120 for like a blemish model. I don't think a Nautilus would be $100 better. Like, it wouldn't be worth $100 to get a Nautilus over an Arctic or like a Vulp. A Vulp can do everything this can, has better jimping, more hardware, which is huge because beginners, they're gonna want that extra hardware. But all in all, it is a good knife. Just Squid, you need to make sure it doesn't have blade rub. You need to make sure it doesn't have tap when I receive it at my door, which it did. I know it could have got knocked in shipping, but like honestly, I expected a lot more for this. Yeah, those are my thoughts. Peace.